Namaskaram to everyone. As I sit here on the banks of Bhagirathi Ganga in front of my ashram tapasyalayam in Uttarkashi, I would like to begin with a prayer to Ma Ganga. Om Sitamakaranishanam Shubhravastram Trinetram Karadita Kalashodhrit Sotphalabhityabhishtam Vidhi Harihara Rupam Setukoti Rajushtam Kalitasitadukulham Janhavim Tam Namami Namami Gange Tava Pada Pankajam Sura Surairvandita Divya Rupam Bhuktim Cha Muktim Cha Dadasi Nityam Bhavanusarena Sada Naranam Jai Jai Gange Jaya Har Gange Jai Jai Gange Jaya Har Gange Jaya Jaya Gange Jaya Har Gange Jaya Jaya Gange Jaya Har Gange Jai Jai Gange Jaya Har Gange Jaya Jaya Gange Jaya Har Gange Jai Jai Gange Jaya Har Gange Jaya Jaya Gange Jaya Har Gange Om. Offering my pranams to the great Guru Sampradaya and the revered Mahatmas who are present in this most important day in Swami Shivatmanandaji's life and post-life, I suppose. A day that he has dreamt of for many, many years. A day which has finally arrived in sharing this beautiful book that he worked so hard to produce for society, the great Veda Samhita, covering various aspects of the great revelations. Swami Shivatmanandaji was a student when I was teaching Vedanta and Sanskritam as an Acharya. He lived with us for 3.5 years with his Guru Sri Swami Dayanand Saraswati and his Pradhana Acharya Swami Siddhabodhananji and myself. Even as a student, Sri Swamiji Shivatmanandaji stood apart. His sadhu vritti was always very admirable. His years in Rishikesh, in Swami Dayananda Ashram, had really made him a pure sadhu in thought, word and action. Yatha chittam tatha vachaha, yatha vachaha tatha kriyaha, chitte vachi kriyayam cha sadhunam ekarupata. This ekarupata, this alignment in thought, word, actions was very much manifest in Swamiji's life. His love for his heritage, love for the Veda, love for the Samskriti, love for Ma Ganga and Jagat Janani Devi. It is all, today for me it is difficult, very difficult to see that it remains all in our memories alone. Such a young, powerful Dandi Swami who lived his anushtanas, who genuinely loved and cared for people, loved his gurus, revered the tradition. And I know how much he loved our little ashram, would love to come here for his Chaturmasya Anushtanas on Ganga banks. Well, all we can say is Brahmaiva san Brahma apyeti sa vidwan. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad talks about a jnani, a wise soul, saying na tasya pranaha utkramanti saha brahmaiva san brahma apyeti. For the Ajnani, the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita describes how after the drop of the body, the prana rises to take another body because the karmas move on and the karta is very much present wanting the karma phalam of his karma. And hence punarjanam, punarjanma and punaha maranam is his lot, his cycle of life and death. But for a jnani, living in the body, yadyapi sa vidwan dehavan iva lakshyate, Adi Shankaracharya in his Bhashyam describes, even though here is a person who looks as if he is in a body, sa brahmaiva san, he is already one with the Lord, with the Divine. He appears to be in the body. His jivatvam, his kartritvam, his doership, his enjoyership with actions has already been effaced out, has already been falsified with his knowledge of oneness. But he continues to live in the body, serving humanity. Well, such was our dear, loving Swami Shivatmanandaji. And we don't know how and when and why, what happened. But we do know that there is nothing in this creation that happens without Bhagavat Ichha, without the cosmic will. No leaf can even tremble. And so we suppose the time had come for him to drop his body, but he was always a jnani. He went nowhere. Ihaiva praviliyante tasya pranaha. The 5 elements that contained this Brahmanishtha in a form, well, they went back to the elements. He was always one with the Lord. He is one with the Divine. He is one with us. And today, as his great sankalpa to bring forth this sacred revelation, sacred book so dear to humanity, not just people belonging to Sanatana Dharma. The Vedas are the holy books of humanity. Not today, but from time immemorial, from the beginning of creation. And so with the release of these books, with the sacred books, I'm sure it will reach every institution, every home, every ashram, every temple, and his passion for working hard in society for Sanatana Dharma, bringing together great Mahatmas of different lineages. It was an admirable work, and today we really pray to him. He is one with the divine. We pray to him to give his own people, his own sevaks, his devotees, his disciples, and all those whom he inspired, to give them all enough strength, enough vision, enough energy, enough dynamism, enough drive to get out there in society and serve this great sacred knowledge tradition of Bharat. With these prayers and with my personal prayers to these great Himalayan ranges and Ma Ganga, I pray that Sri Swami Shivatmanandaji's deep wish and this vision and mission he took up finds its form, its fulfillment in our society today. Hari Om Tat Sat.